Falling off the wagon. This is something that doesn't really get spoken about a great deal. What do we do if we actually have a slip up? What do we do if we have a blip? If we buy a six-pack after not drinking for a few months? What do we do if we fall off the wagon? Well, today in this video, that's exactly what I'm going to be breaking down for you. I'm going to be talking to you about my personal experience falling off the wagon more times than I can count. But most importantly, by the end of this video, if you have fallen off the wagon or if you're scared to fall off the wagon, you will know exactly what to do to get back on the wagon, to get things back on track, to live that awesome life with alcohol not in the picture. So you guys will absolutely love this video. I've no doubt about it. And please do let me know in the comment section below how long you've not drank for, but also what attempt this is for you. For me, I'd lost count. It was hundreds of attempts, but I'm just curious like where other people are in the picture. Maybe it's like your third attempt, your second attempt, your first attempt, whatever it is, let me know in the comment section. It'd be really awesome to hear from you guys. And if you want my personal help stopping drinking, click the link in the description. You can book a call with me and we can see if the Sober Clear program and first principles thinking and really focusing on the future with coaching and a community could be a good fit for you. If you want more details on that, click the link in the description. We'll book a call, or you can head over to soberclear.com to check out some of the reviews of the program and learn a little bit more. But if you want to book that call, click the link in the description. So, as I was saying, I have fallen off the wagon, so to speak, more times than I can count, right? There have been so many failed attempts, right? Where I'd last 3 days, I'd last 3 months, I'd last 9 months, I'd last 6 months. This has been my entire adult life, right? It has been up and down. And if you had met me back when I was drinking, you probably would have looked at me like I was some kind of lost cause. You know, whilst I know that my parents love me and my family love me, I'm sure that there were points in their life that they looked at me and thought, that kid's finished. I'm sure. I would have done. I was stopping and starting all the time. I was, one day I'll be like, that's it, Mum, I'm not drinking again. Nana, I'm not drinking again. I'm done with alcohol. And then 3 weeks later, they're calling me on a Friday at 5 p.m. and I'm not answering the phone, right? I've been there. I have fallen off the wagon so many times. So I just want to start off this video by saying that if that's you, it's okay. And we'll get into that later into the video, but I have been there, right? I have been in that position of failure. I've been in that position of thinking, how have I done this? How have I got back to where I was 6 months ago? I've gone back on the decline and it sucks. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say, oh, everything's going to be okay. It sucks. Everything will be okay. But that doesn't take away the fact that it's painful, it hurts, it knocks your confidence, it knocks your self-esteem. You feel like a failure. I've been there. But what exactly should we do? Well, the first thing that you should do if you have fallen off the wagon is to assess the situation, right? Look at what went wrong. It's really worth doing a bit of reflection, potentially pulling out a journal, writing some thoughts down, writing out what went wrong. Because I've explained this in other videos before, but when we stop drinking alcohol, we're usually in a place where the negatives are very apparent, right? We can see the negatives and the benefits are very low down on a list. If you see alcohol the way that I explain it, you'll know that there are no benefits and only positives to giving it up. But at the same time, not everybody's in that state of mind when they stop drinking, right? They'll think that there are very few benefits and a lot of negatives. But then as time passes, this kind of switches. And what happens is the negatives are going down because our body's healing and we're sorting our life out. But then the benefits start to become more attractive. We start to think, oh, wouldn't that be a good time at that party if I'd had a few drinks? We start to buy into the illusion of it being a good thing again. But usually, and what I experienced in my life is that process was gradual. It might start, a few weeks before they actually took that drink, I would just start to buy into that illusion one more time. And these days, I know that if I ever get that thought of alcohol, I know what to do with it. And I've made a video talking about that already, talking about, how to stop alcohol cravings. I'll leave you a link to that. If you click somewhere up here, you'll be able to watch that video next. But when we have a thought of alcohol, if we feel like we are missing out, and we do that 5, 6, 7, 8 days in a row, more often than not, that's what's going to lead us to fail. And what's important is that you recognize these thought patterns early on. If you can catch yourself going that direction in your mind, you can be aware of it, right? And then you can address it. Maybe you can hire a coach. Maybe you need to read some more books, watch some more videos like this one. Maybe you just need to recommit to your decision. But recognize the switch happening. And if you've already relapsed, then go back, look at what happened. So then next time that you stop drinking, you've got a bit more of a plan. Super helpful. Which leads me to the next point. And the next point is to know that sometimes, and I'm not recommending it by any means, but sometimes falling off the wagon can be part of the bigger process. Like I said, I have fallen off the wagon hundreds of times. I speak to people every single day that have fallen off the wagon numerous times in their life. But guess what? Those same people are people that I work with now. Those same people are 15 months sober, 1 year sober, 6 months sober, 9 months sober. At the end of the day, if alcohol was so simple to give up, right? If nobody fell off the wagon, there'd be no need for my channel. There'd be no need for you to watch this because you'd take your first drink and then you say, I don't want that. You'd stop and it's finished. But it's not like that, right? People fall off the wagon, but sometimes that can be part of the bigger process, right? You can be learning what makes you slip up. You can be learning about your mindset, your perception. And then when it comes to the attempt that is the final attempt, you've got all of these lessons. That's all I'm doing on this channel, is really sharing the lessons that I've had from years of failure. But also, all those years of failure have made my mindset so strong today. If I hadn't had those failures, I mean, who knows where I'd be now? The thing is I had those failures, so I don't even need to think about that. But sometimes failures can be part of a bigger process, so don't worry about it. Provided that you really take the lessons and really reflect, then falling off the wagon could just be contributing to your bigger goal of being a non-drinker. And what I'd say is that if you've fallen off the wagon is don't let things get bad. Don't let things get crazily out of control again. Don't do what I did, right? Where you just kept drinking and drinking and drinking until you pretty much hit a rock bottom moment where it's like, oh dear, like I have messed up big time. I don't want you to go there. So if you're in that place now, then use this video as an opportunity to just get things back on track. Start putting the pieces together. Listen to some more information about the truth about alcohol. In fact, if you click the link in the description, there's a free training video for you to watch called The Stranger's Secret to Controlling Alcohol. If you've fallen off the wagon, there you go. There's a great piece of content to consume. But I just want you to remember one thing. You can do this, right? You can make this change. I don't care how many times you failed. I don't care how many times you've fallen off the wagon. You can still do this. I've seen people that have drank for 40 years stop drinking for a full year. I've seen it. I've worked with those people directly. I have seen people fail hundreds of times and then finally beat this. I am one of those people. And if I can do it, if all those other people can do it, guess what? So can you. I know you can. I believe in you. You've got this. Hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day.